What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So in this video I kind of just want to talk about my mining strategy heading into 2026. Happy New Year, by the way, to everybody. I hope everybody's holiday was great. But yeah, I want to talk about my mining strategy going into 2026, kind of where I'm going to be pointing my miners. And I also just picked up a brand new miner, and it should be here next week sometime. And I'll kind of tell you guys what that is as well and what direction I'm going in. But and let me know down in the comments, what are y'all doing? Are y'all on a solo mining journey? If so, are you strictly mining Bitcoin? Are you mining Bitcoin Cash or any other SHA-256 coins? I'd be interested to know, because I read all over the Reddit and Facebook groups for BitAx, and I see all these people, they start mining Bitcoin at first and they trail away because there's no action, right? You really got to have patience when you come to solo mining, because at the end of the day, it is just the lottery, right? We're lottery mining at the end of the day. Our chances and odds are not that great, but there are other coins out there that you can mine with these things that can potentially make you some profit in the short term. But with these, you always run the risk of, say you're mining another coin, let's say one of these BitAxes or Nerd QAxes, or the Nerd Octax here. Let's say you wake up one morning and you hit the Bitcoin difficulty, but you're mining another coin. Well, guess what? You just missed out on 3 point whatever Bitcoin, right? So it's a game. It's a game you got to play, and if you want to try your luck, if you want to flirt with the devil, mining another coin, and happen to hit the difficulty, it is what it is. But anyway, let's jump into it, and I'll kind of show you guys my plan for 2026. So jumping over here to the computer, you can see here, so I am half of my miners. I'm going to be, at least for now, I'm going to be solo mining Bitcoin Cash, right? Because at the end of the day, your odds are a little bit better with Bitcoin Cash. And I just switched pools. That's kind of why this looks ridiculous. I was trying out 2 miners solo pool. Wasn't that big of a fan because their difficulty is very high. So I came back over here to solopool.org, which I highly recommend. It's a great pool. But anyway, I got my smaller miners hashing away on Bitcoin Cash. And like I said, it's just a little bit better odds with Bitcoin Cash. Like if we go over to mining pool stats, so you can see Bitcoin Cash difficulty has actually went up today, is 1.01 T, which is definitely a lot easier to hit than Bitcoin at 146.47 T, right? And then you also have Bitcoin SV, which is about, I think it's at about 34. Oh, it's at 30 G. So these are really the 3 coins that I'm gonna stay in, because once you start drifting down here, yes, you can hit some blocks, but the profits just aren't as good, right? Especially if you do happen to hit a higher difficulty and miss out on some of the good profits. So for my smaller miners, again, I'm gonna be sticking to Bitcoin Cash, and we can go over here and kind of show you. So I have 4 workers right now over here on Bitcoin Cash. I have my 2 BitAxes, which are right here, my BitAx 602 and BitAx 601. I have them over here on solopool.org. I also have my GT 800. And speaking of which, if you guys haven't seen, so Solo Satoshi just launched, or just dropped, their new BitAx GT, which is absolutely badass. So this isn't the 800, this is the 801, because this isn't the prototype, it's an actual drop that they did. And so this is the regular BitAx GT 800. You can kind of see the 800 XXX. So this is just kind of like their prototype release. But Solo Satoshi, I think it was yesterday, they just come out and released this thing, which is absolutely badass. I'm gonna have to definitely pick one of these up. But if you want to check one out, I'll put a link down in the description, and you guys can go over to Solo Satoshi and check them out as well. They also have their Gammas in stock, and their Nanos, and their Mini 3s. But anyway, back to Bitcoin Cash. So I have my 2 BitAxes, my BitAx GT 800, and my Nerd QX++, all over here mining Bitcoin Cash. And yes, I'm taking that risk. If they do happen to hit, a Bitcoin block difficulty, it's gonna hurt, but at least I'll come out with, $2,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash block, unless, say I was mining fractal Bitcoin or Bitcoin SV, I'm only going to make 50 bucks, right? So kind of outweighing the pros and cons, and that's a risk I'm willing to take, so be it. But my other two miners, I have this Nerd Octax here, and then I have a Nano S3, and that's over behind the house in the camper, kind of heating the camper. But I am running my own node, and I am mining to my own node with the two bigger miners, which is the Octax and the Nano 3S. And you can kind of see I just switched these off of my node recently, about an hour and a half ago. So kind of setting up my strategy now and what I'm doing. And that's kind of what I'm going to plan on doing for the foreseeable future. Just going to set them and forget them and kind of see what happens. I have been guilty of setting these things up and changing your pools, mining different coins, not letting them sit there and mine. And my New Year's resolution is to stop tinkering with these things, just let them sit on the pools and do their thing. And so I'm going to try to hold myself accountable to that. So this is the new setup. Got the Octax and the Nano 3S over here on my solo node, on my Bitcoin node. And then all the others are going to be, again, like I said, mining Bitcoin Cash. So let me know y'all's thoughts down below of what y'all plan on doing for the year 2026. What coins are you planning on mining? And also, I'm going to show you guys, I did just pick up a brand new miner yesterday, and it's going to be shipped out on Monday morning, and I'll show you guys what that is. So I did finally cave, and I picked up the Volk Miner D1 Mini, and it does 2.2 gigahash at 500 watts, mining Litecoin and Dogecoin. And so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do a little experiment with it in 2026. Is I'm only going to strictly solo mine Dogecoin on this thing and just see what happens, right? I'm just going to strictly put it on a pool, solo mine Dogecoin, let it ride, and see what happens. Because the odds for this thing to hit a Dogecoin block are really not that bad, and we can kind of pull that up here. So if we go over here to solochance.org, we put in Dogecoin, we go to gigahash and type in 2.2 and calculate. So you can see your chance per block is about 1 in a million. Your chance per hour is 1 in 22,000. Your chance per day is 1 in 925. But see, this is where it gets good right here, and this is why I'm going to try to do it for the whole year. So your chance per week is 1 in 132. Your chance per month is 1 in 31. And your chance per year is 1 in 3. So in my opinion, if I just set this thing on a solo pool and just let it go, there's a pretty good odds that I might hit a block. Hell, maybe even hit a couple of blocks. So, I bit the bullet. I'm going to do it. I got this thing coming next week. I'm super excited. And I did pick it up from ASL Miner. They had some great deals. Talked to a salesman over there, and they really hooked it up. So this will be coming next week, and I'll make a video when it does finally arrive. And I can't wait to get it in, and can't wait to start my script mining journey. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I think I'm going to jump into script mining this year and keep it strictly, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and the old trusty dusty Dogecoin. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Again, I will leave links down in the description so you can go over and check out Solo Satoshi. They do have their miners in stock. The BitX GT800 801, just launched yesterday. So they do still have stock of this, and they do have their gammas in stock for a pretty good deal, $97. And they got a whole bunch of other stuff on here. And I did just notice, which is new, I think, they have a Start 9 server for a home server, which is a Bitcoin node or any kind of node you want it to be with Start 9. So that's kind of cool. But they also have the Avalon Nano 3S and the Avalon Mini 3. So again, I'll leave links down in the description if y'all want to check it out. It does help the channel, and you will be getting a discount as well. So appreciate it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.